have stick in the grounds, and you are playing the game where your stick in the grounds are like this, and the dog is going in and getting a reinforcer, and then going back in and getting a reinforcer. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I want you to keep doing that. What I want you to do with these is, that's okay. I want you to start to make these wider. The spacing between here and here should not change. But the spacing here I want wider. If when you're throwing your cookies, everybody got a picture of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna erase this.
Yeah, you want the sign?
So, when you're throwing the cookies should be thrown in a circle around. So if you're standing here, you want to be able to throw the cookies anywhere around here, and the dog understands to pick up the cookie and come back through. If they start to come through here, that means you've spread them out too far too quickly. Does that make sense? Okay? And so on both sides, you should have a circle of reinforcement that you're throwing. And those cookies could be dropped right here. And the dog should look for that entrance. That's what we're trying to work on. All right?
Nope. Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Okay. So, these are the poles.
Yes.
Right? So, right now, you have these poles pretty close together, and you are asking the dog to run through and get a cookie, and then they turn around and they run through and they get a cookie.
Yeah.
And what I'm asking you to do is start to throw the cookie here and here, and then here and here, and then here and here.
Okay. Further out, more.
For all,
More widespread,
around the
all
circle,
around. Okay.
To the point that you can throw your cookie right there. And on each of these cases, what I'm looking for is the dog comes here, grabs the cookie, turns around, and runs through again.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Now
Thank
it
you.
does. And that's okay that it didn't make sense. Sometimes I look at my drawing and I'm like, what was I even trying to say? But what we're trying to do is give that dog reinforcement zones that cause them to have to think about this area. And what happens the most, and I know some of you are already experiencing this, is the dog comes out and gets that cookie, and then turns around and comes in through here. And that just tells you you've brought those weave poles out too far.
Yeah, I understand.
They're not
that.
ready to have the weave poles spaced that far. Okay?
And then what happens after this? Just curious.
Oh, lots of stuff. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to stagger these to make them look more like weave